Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Witness Vlog. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and enjoy a lot of videos. So today is the 6th of January and I'm in southern France. It's southern France winter time. Can you imagine, guys? Feels like summertime. It's 11 degrees but it's warm. Yeah, so today I'm going to share how I managed to finish my Danish education in 1.5 years, like 1 year and 5 months. Yes, so if we remove 2 months of summer break vacations, because summer break is takes 1 month, so it's like one year and 3 months, and I'm so happy that I have managed to do that, and I'm very proud of myself. I know it's Danish is one of the hardest language in the world, I would say that. Yes, and I'm just happy that I have finished this language education. Yeah, so when I first arrived here, I'll just take you through my Danish education journey, and so you see how can someone manage to finish Danish education in 1 year. And also I had a classmate actually that they finished the Danish language in only 1 year. So mine is 1.5 years, but others it was only 1 year. Yeah, so and as you know that when you get your residence permit in Denmark, you have 5 years to complete the Danish education. Yes, you have 5 years. So in between, you can take breaks as many times as you want, but you have to complete the education in 5 years. So let's say if you've been here for more than 5 years, you haven't finished your Danish education, then you are not qualified to have that free Danish classes, unless you can pay it for yourself. And actually it's very expensive to pay for yourself. Yeah, so when I arrived here, I was told that it takes 5 years to finish the language. Then after 5 years, if you're not done, then you have to pay for yourself. And of course I have met several people who did not finish their education, and they were disqualified for that. Yeah, and so it was very hard for them to go back to school, and because the kids came, the work came, so they never finished. Yeah, so and I also met some people who finished the education in only 1 year, so I was very inspired by those people. And my case took a long time. Yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to get Danish residence permit. It took me 10 months, yeah, to get the residence permit. Some people are like that it takes 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, but my case took 10 months. And during that period I was in Denmark. Of course I was in and out, but I used to take free Danish classes. Yeah, if you're in Copenhagen or in Denmark, actually there's free Danish classes that you can get. For example, if you're in Copenhagen, there is a church called Bethel, yes, in Nordport. Yeah, in there you can find free Danish classes every Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, from 10 to 12, and from 14 I think to 17, I don't remember, but you can check their website. Yeah, I can also put the link here, and you can see where you can and you can try for yourself. Yeah, so I used to attend that. And also there's a church in Harlew called Lindehoy Kirke. Yes, they offer free Danish lesson every Monday from 10 to 12. I used to attend that. And also in our church, it's called Seventh-day Adventist Church Copenhagen. It's in Norbo, so they also offer free Danish classes. And the good thing about these classes is online, so I also used to tune in. Yeah, so I had like free Danish classes, and I will go to meet pensionists in the organized by Red Cross. As you know, also Red Cross offer free Danish classes, right? Yes, they do offer that. So I used to go in Balolob bibliothèque because it's closer to me, so I used to go there and talk Danish. Mind you, I have never been to Danish school, so of course also my Danish was really limited, and it was kind of hard for me to navigate the language. But yes, I kept pushing. And also there's a church called Jesus of Christ Church. Also those people also offer free Danish classes, and the good thing is they are flexible. You can go to their church, and also they can come to you where you live. So I was really blessed, and I was really lucky that I found those Danish classes, free Danish classes and resource. And yeah, and of course I also used YouTube. There's a lot of resources that you can get on YouTube, and I used to watch a lot of videos on there. And I told myself that I want to finish this language in less than 2 years. I want to finish this language in 1 year. So I kept pushing myself. So yeah, fast forward, I got my residence permit and I went to school. When I went to school, I was placed on Danish danske 3, like, yeah, danske uddannelse 3, module 8. Yeah. So of course, for those people who don't know what the difference between danske uddannelse 8, 2 or 3, I'll make a video about it and what the differences are. Yeah, so I was placed in module 1. So when I went to module 1, because mind you, I have had a lot of lessons in Danish, so my Danish was quite good for module 1, and it was like Vahila Duvo Kamadufa, and it was so easy for me. And I went to the counselor. I told her that I think this one is easy for me, and she told me to speak Danish. I was like, wow, your Danish is very good. I wish you could have told me earlier. I could have pressed you in module 2. So, and that was 1 week. And she said, because now you have been in module 1 already, so you have to do the exam. So I think I was in module 1 for 2 weeks, and I did the exam and I passed. Actually, the teacher was very impressed because I used the vocabulary. You know, when you're in module 1, you're expected to speak this basic Danish, but I have like a little vocabulary which was better than module 1. So I passed and I went to module 2. So that's how also, I think also that's helped me, because I didn't spend the whole 3 months in module 1. Yeah. So if you are new to Denmark, I will advise you to take those lessons. Yeah, to take those lessons and take advantage of the free language classes. Take that advantage and push yourself. And yes, I didn't take any break. Number 2, I didn't take any break. Yes, of course there's some time that I traveled like for 1 week, but I didn't take like any official break that now I want to stop the school. No, I kept yeah, I pushed myself, even though sometimes I'll feel lazy, I was sick, I was tired. I was like, no, I have to go to school. Actually, I had this love to go to school, even though, I mean, if I miss the school, my heart will, I will feel so uncomfortable. Yes, and that time I got a job. Yeah, I was working as a cleaning assistant, but of course I loved money. But if the day that I see like there's a lot of shifts on school days, I will not go. Yeah, I put my classes first than anything else, and then the job came second. Yeah, and that's the thing. And yeah, the third thing was consistent and discipline. I used to do my homework. Of course, I wasn't that good with homeworks, but I tried my best. Yeah, and when I was in module 2, like the finishing of module 2, we found out that we are pregnant, we're expecting. Yeah, and of course pregnancy come with a lot of challenges, morning sickness, you don't feel good. I have seen many people take a break because of the symptoms and stuff like that, and I totally get them. Of course also me, I was very, sometimes I was, and that was, now I was in module 3 right now, so the symptoms become, oh yeah, of course I didn't vomit and stuff, but yeah, I had a lot of symptoms, but I kept myself, like I was like, no, I have to finish this school, I have to finish this school. Mind you, with the pregnancy, I think it's easier when the baby is out, especially in these countries. In our country, I come from Tanzania, and you have all the community help you. So but in this case, in this country, the story is different. So I kept myself pushing. I remember I didn't like to talk to school in the class, like if the teacher asked me questions, like I didn't want to answer, and I'll go, yeah, I had all those feelings, but I kept myself. And until my delivery date, yeah, my due date was on the was in May, yeah, 24th of May, and that I was in module 4 now. And I told my teacher that I want to do the module 4 exam before my due date, and I kept pushing them. I wrote emails, but of course they gave me the day that they gave me the day that I was supposed to take the exam is the day that I was giving birth. Yes, but of course, yeah, my baby came 2 weeks earlier. Yeah, so I wasn't prepared. I was focusing more on my Danish exam than the than the delivery. So the day that I was in hospital, I called them, you know what, I'm giving birth today, so I won't come to do the exam. I said, oh yeah, sure, take your time, call us when you're done and when you're ready. And they told me, oh, so do you want to take a break? I was like, no, I don't want to take a break. Just write anything that I'll come back to school. So I didn't want to take the break that there. So fast forward, we are home, and we went to, luckily it was around June now, so we went to summer holidays. But when we were in summer holiday, there's a teacher called Learning with Elvin. Elvin was doing like free classes for PD3 preparations and model 5. So I tuned in. So the whole summer, I would tune in. I would have my baby and tune in through the class. Sometimes I'll breastfeed while I'm studying online thing, but of course I had to turn my camera off. But yeah, it went like that. So I never take like a little break with the Danish, because I know when you take like even 1 week or 2 weeks break without learning the language, without reading book, without listening to any Danish, you kind of fall back. Yeah, you kind of fall back. So yes, it was like that until until the school were opened and the summer holidays were over, and now this is 2 months. And I remember that day I called the school and I told them that I want online classes. Yeah, so I moved from physical classes to online classes, and the online classes was only once a week. Yeah, once a week was not enough. So that means that you have to take all the homeworks, like, because in physical school, on my case, I used to go on morning classes, and it will be 3 times a week. So when you're taking online class, means that all those lessons you'll do the homeworks. Of course, the teacher provides you with a lot of resources. Like, they have a lot of resources, a lot of topics, a lot of everything. You're provided with them, but it was very, very hard. And also with the homeworks, like, you have to type on the computer, and I'm having a baby. I don't have that time to sit on the computer and to type. Yeah, because I also made a suggestion to the teacher that if she could excuse me and just write by hand, because it's fast, and then I take a photo and upload, but the teacher said no, you have to do the writing, and also there's this speaking. You have to record yourself and send to the teacher. Yeah, I mean, it's very not practical, and that online class is only 1 hour. So you can imagine, you don't have a lot of time to talk and to discuss in Danish. So I was like, no, this online classes is very hard. And the other morning, I just woke up and I said, let me just go to school and ask for the resources, for the materials, for the books and the past papers. And I went. Luckily, I met my teacher. I said, oh, Witness, welcome back to school. Yeah, I said, I'm here to take the materials and I'm taking online classes. It's very, very hard for me. I said, why don't you come to class? I went with my baby with the Barneval, with a stroller. Said, like, why can't you come to class? And I went to class happily. My baby was quiet, baby. Yes. In the school, she didn't cry. She was quiet, and sometimes she's awake, but she talks a little bit. But yeah, it went very well. And the teacher said, come, show up whenever you have time. So I used to show up now. I show up, I give it a try, like 2 weeks of going with my baby, and my baby was very, very quiet. And the teacher said, you can come, you can consider coming to school, to physical classes. I was like, I'm not sure if the secretary will allow me. I said, no, we have seen your baby. Your baby is very calm and quiet. I think we can go to the secretary. And if you're wondering which school was that, it was VS School, Balalop. And shout out to my teacher, Tobin and Martina, for their kindness and for their support. I could have not done this without you. So yeah, we went to the secretary and she said, no, Witness want to come to physical class, and we have seen the baby is very quiet, doesn't disturb the school, not in the class, and thank you for, yeah. So we went there, and yeah, and that's how it is. And I went with my baby. Of course, most of the time I was late. Yes, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes every day. And of course, I wasn't expected to do my homeworks on time. I didn't do my homeworks that on time. Like, of course I tried, but not all the time. For example, with module 5, you have like to be very, very committed, like writing every day. And yeah, so I'll share the tips, of course, how to pass also PD3. This is how I managed to finish my Danish education 3 in only 1 year. So yeah, and I'll do my homework slowly, but not much, but I try to push myself. And my baby, when we come home, you don't do anything. So most of the time I just go to the library and I'll start there and I'll do things. I'll do my homeworks. When she's sleeping, I'll do my homeworks. And of course, and I was on maternity leave, and we agreed with my husband that she will take paternity leave in November, the end of November up to December, and then I have time to concentrate and to focus a little more on my Danish exam. Yeah, my final Danish exam. So yeah, we agreed, and and I had like 1 month before the Danish exam. So that's 1 month I went to school every day. It was 3 times a week, but I went to school every day to train, yeah, for that exam. And that's how I managed. Of course, it was very difficult, it was very hard, and sometimes I was like, oh my goodness, I want to take a break, I think I'm not ready, I want to take a break in summertime. But when I remind myself, no, witness, your goal is to finish this language in less than 2 years, in 1 year, you should not take a break. And of course, I felt also disappointment because I've been pushing so hard with my pregnancy. Even sometimes I will go to the hospital for the checkups and appointment, and then go back to school. It was like hospital, school. I was like, no, I'll let myself down. All the effort that I have done, even when I was giving birth, I wasn't ready for the baby that day. I was ready for the exam. I was like, no, I'll let myself down. So yeah, it was difficult. And sometimes I would forget. I'll go to school in the afternoon, and I'll be like, one day I went to school in the afternoon at 12, and wow, the class was empty. And I was wondering, like, why the class empty? They didn't send us an email or what to like for class cancellation. And I realized, and when I went to the secretary, like, I cannot find my class. It was like, which module are you? I'm module 5. Wow, your class was in the morning. So sometimes I had this, and of course it was difficult. I won't say it was not difficult, it was difficult, but I put the commitment in there, and yes, and I passed my exam, luckily. And also my neighbor, actually, when I went to do my module 4 exam, because remember I cancelled my Danish exam, right? My module 4 exam. When I went back to school to do the exam, and of course I insisted as well. I said, okay, I'm back home right now, and I want to do my module 4 exam before summer holidays. So they put me in summer holiday. And my neighbor, I'm happy that I have a very great neighbor. She helped me to take care of my baby, and I went to take the module 4 exam. So it was like that. It wasn't easy, but it was manageable. Yes, and I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I did it, and I was so proud of myself, and I was proud of my baby as well. And we went to the graduation with my daughter, and she was very excited. Yeah, she was a very calm baby. You just go in the class, and you just put her like that, and she was just happy talking. Or sometimes she's sleeping. When she wants to eat, I go out and I breastfeed. When she wants diaper change, I go out and breastfeed. So of course, yeah, but that 1 month, because now my husband was in paternity leave, I didn't go with the baby, so I had at least time to concentrate and to focus. And I'll go, because if sometimes my class was at 12, I'll go to the school at 9. So from 9 until 14, like I'll go away for 4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, because now the baby with the father, so they have like time also to bond and to get to know each other. So yeah, I'll go away for 6 hours, 5 hours, and that time I have like a lot of pensionists. Yeah, there's a website in Denmark called Edalilen. Yeah, you can sign up here, and you can match with the pensionist that you can visit them once a week every day. So I had a pensionist, and sometimes I will go with my daughter to that pensionist and we talk Danish. Yeah, like I had a lot of resources where you could go and talk Danish. Yeah, so yes, that's how I manage. So the secret of finishing the language in 1 year or in less than 2 years, don't be sorry for yourself, like, oh, now it's too hard. Push yourself. Yeah, consistency and commitment and a goal. If you have a goal, then you do it. Yes, because I wanted to finish it. Because I was imagining if I take like a break, when I go back to school, like I'll start all over this. I will start from scratch. Now all the Danish will be gone and everything. Yeah, and like I'll be forgetting everything. So that's how I manage. Yeah, so if you're wondering what the difference between DU1, DU2, DU3, I'll put the link below, and you can go and see the deep video. And also I'll share the tips of how I passed the PD3, like what should you do, what should you consider to pass the PD3. So yeah, bye bye for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Hi.